Okay, alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Steelseries Southeast Asian Cup Season 4. This is Game 2 of a best of 3 between Titan and Insidious Idol. Thank you of course to Steelseries for sponsoring this tournament, and thanks to Dotatalk for very kindly allowing me, Lily, to cast this. Should be a good game coming up. Insidious Idol went for their standard kind of gank a lot and get a lot of kills, but it didn't quite work out in their favour. Unfortunately for them, Titan decided to go for a very aggressive, I'd say pushing lineup, I suppose. They kind of 5-man mid for a lot of the game, and it really created a lot of pressure such that Insidious Idol couldn't get the pickoffs they needed or snowball themselves forward in such a way that they desired. So first game going the way of Titan. They were pushing down the first the first lane of racks at around about 20 minutes, but the game wasn't called until 40 minutes into the game. But still, it should be good stuff coming out. But Titan now going to be banning out the Alchemist. Chen being banned out by Insidious Idol, so not wanting to deal with that jungler anymore. Might be seeing some more ban outs from kind of pushing heroes from Insidious Idol. Maybe something like the Timbersaw being taken out, who can counter push quite well. Titan are going to be banning out the Slark though. Interesting though, since Sox, this is the first game I've ever seen Sox, you know, losing as a Slark last game, but still. Titan decided they don't want to have to first it again, so they will be banning that Slark out. Insidious Idol now, they haven't got the first pick, but they have got the second pick, so they are going to be leaving the pool wide open. They do ban out the Bristleback. I'm not too sure who this stand-in is. I tried to check the name. I think it might be Nuts. But their aliases didn't really reveal anything, so it's a mystery stand-in. But Titan are going to be first picking Clockwork. Could be seeing the Timbersaw being picked up. Yeah, so Timbersaw's still in the pool, so they could be seeing them grab the Timbersaw. They might want to pick up maybe a mid hero or something like that to kind of secure their mid lane. It's, you know, it's really up to how exactly Insidious Idol want to play it. And normally they do play, you know, very aggressive.
10 seconds remaining.
Sort of, you know, drafting type of lineup, I guess would be the way to put it.
Reserve time.
But where they're thinking about it. I'm still trying to find like a picture of all the Dota 2 heroes, which is surprisingly hard to find one that's not like illegible. You would have thought that, you know, it'd be really easy. Oh well, here we go. This'll do. So, Insidious Idol. Normally they do go for very ganking oriented lineups, so they could decide to pick up the first pick of a Nyx Assassin. Well, there's the Timbersaw that I was talking about, so probably going to be seeing the offlane by Sox. Nyx Assassin is very much their playstyle, though last game again it didn't have that big of an effect, and if Insidious Idol are going to be versing, you know, really aggressive pushing lineup coming out from Titan, maybe they're going to be more interested in picking up some AoE, since usually you don't see them pick up too much AoE, they don't usually go for the wombo combos, but it looks like they're going to be taking a Visage, so a very strong support with a lot of nuking ability, and I mean on the whole, a very strong hero, so nothing to complain about with him, but again, I feel like they have to consider taking some kind of AoE for team fights, since, I mean, last fight they were kind of missing it as well, and it did give them a lot of grief, I guess, because they didn't really have any way to defend. But Titan are going to be picking up the Outworld Devourer as the most likely mid hero, being picked up by, well, Ohio played mid last game, though usually when they pick up an Outworld Devourer, I've been seeing KYXY playing it primarily, but we will have to see what they do decide to do. They have got two stand-ins, and Ice is one stand-in, so a player that they're quite familiar with, but I don't know who the other stand-in is. Apparently it's Ken. So
Dire team ban.
I don't know. I know Ken is a Singaporean player. Well, I think he's a Singaporean player, but I'm not exactly sure who he is. But either way,
Radiant team
he used to play a lot with Mr. Kyo. It was Ken and Mr. Kyo used to always play together, I think. I could be wrong. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. He's a stand-in. I don't know what role he's going to be playing, so again, it's kind of hard to guess. I mean, Ohio, KYXY, they normally play the two cores. The last game we saw the stand-in 2D playing another core, so maybe Ken is going to be playing a core this game. But yeah, hard to tell. But anyway, Razor's going to be banned out, so wanting to secure that mid lane most likely for the Outworld Devourer, getting rid of his probably most viable counter. Nagasaran and Klink's being banned out by Insidious Idol, so securing that Lifestealer pickup, since Klink's counters the Lifestealer quite well, and so does a Nagasaran, but Bane immediately counterpicked, saying, hey, you want to take a lifestealer? Well, suck it, we're going to make sure he has no damage and he's going to be slept and fiend script every single team fight. But still, it might be a bit of a bait coming out from Insidious side, or maybe they're not interested in having lifesteal as a primary carry, though, I mean, typically when they pick up a Timbersaw, they have it as the offlane hero, so I would be surprised if they decide to, you know, switch it up and put Timbersaw in the mid lane and lifesteal in the off lane. So Insidious Idol now looking at one more support. Titan looking at another support as well, but Insidious Idol at this point don't have a mid hero to go against the Outworld Devourer. So they could pick up something like the Venomancer, since Venomancer does give Outworld Devourer a bit of a run for his money. But if they don't want to take, you know, a Venomancer, something like a Syllabear could fit in quite well, or a Kunkka. I think Insidious Idol are quite fans of that Kunkka type hero, though... I mean, again, it's going to be... No, they're going to go for the Kunkka. So we'll give them a little bit more AoE in team fight, as well as a hero that can lane against the Outworld Devourer. But Titan now picking up the Mirana, so Bane Mirana combo coming out from them. How annoying for Insidious Idol, though. Last time I saw, Bane Mirana combo does not work in a lifestealer. Between the Nightmare and when the arrow hits, he actually has time to rage. If he's spamming out the rage button, he can rage away from that. So that is something. I guess we'll be seeing if it occurs in this game or not, but that is something that... I have seen picked up before and a reported bug, so hey, it'll be interesting to see if they do try to use that combo on the lifesteal and it doesn't work. That could be quite hilarity as the teamfight turns around in favour of Insidious Idol. But still Titan, looking at their next pickup, so they've probably got Clockwork offlane. Mirana could be playing a farming role, or they could have a support Mirana roaming with the Bane. Insidious Idol do need one more support. They've got their 3 cores, 3 melee cores, which is worth mentioning, as well as no intelligence heroes, so Outworld Devourer ultimate should be doing a fair bit of damage. Woman Killer is ice, for those who are asking in chat. So Insidious Idol's next support, I would say a support that's ranged but can do a fair amount of damage is going to be nice for them. So Lion could be a pickup. I mean, they might want to take the Shadow Demon since they are big fans of the Shadow Demon, but I feel like he's not going to be as useful.
10 seconds remaining.
THD could be a nice one for them with that nice AoE stun as well as some AoE damage with the Magpire. Venomancer is still in the pool and he could be another option with the slow, but I feel like they need some stuns. I mean, if they didn't have 3 melee cores already, an Earthshaker could fit in quite well. Earthshaker Visage is a really nice combo, but given they do have so many melee cores, I mean, maybe they want to take something like, I don't know, Lion, Lena, THD, Leshrac maybe, though Leshrac doesn't really have a stun to lead up to. Rubik, they could take Rubik, but I feel like he just doesn't add that much to kind of team fights in terms of damage. And there's not, I mean, there's a couple of spells that he'd probably be happy to steal, but there's not heaps. It's not like there's, you know, an invoker that he can just steal the wombo combo of. And I mean, what they could maybe do is go aggressive and pick a jungler as well at this point in time, since I don't think the Titan really have a way to punish it. So it could be their opportunity to, you know, to say, well, we'll just pick up a jungler and we'll just go, you know, farm in the jungle and have a jolly good time of having kind of a 4-core lineup. Though they might want to take... No, they're going to go for the Earthshaker. So, I mean, like I said, Earthshaker combos quite well with their lineup. It's a lot of AoE, and it's also a good kind of roaming combo with the Visage and the Earthshaker, but it is also a lot of melee, so it's something they have to really watch out for, is having so many melee heroes in their team fights. Against an Outworld Devourer and a Clockwork. A Clockwork especially is going to be having a field day, trapping a whole bunch of them in or out of the cogs, leaving them unable to really get in.
10 seconds remaining.
But now, next pick up for Titan, they probably need a little bit of a team fight as well, I would say, I suppose. I mean, they've got Bane. Mirana could play supporter. Mirana could play the kind of carry role. It depends on exactly what they want to do. But it looks like it's going to be a farming Mirana, so Sand King, Bane, support. Ohio playing, looks like offlane Clockwork. The stand-in's going to be playing the mid Outworld Devourer, and KYXY is going to be on that farming Mirana. So a lot of stuns coming out from Titan. Teamfight wise, not too much. They've got good initiation coming out from KYXY with this ultimate, but I mean, otherwise, other than that, I guess they've got AoE from the Ice playing the Sand King with the Epicenter and stun. But yeah, I mean, I think I Love Chew, Soul's Crisis, and the Lifestealer is going to be have a pretty good time, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see what they decide to go for. How they, I mean, the lanes are going to be, I would say, pretty obvious unless people all start switching their heroes around like they sometimes do. But but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, on the side of Titan, we have got Extinct playing the
Prepare
Bane.
for battle.
Woman Killer, aka Ice, is going to be on the Sand King. Stand-in, Ken is going to be playing the mid Outworld Devourer. KYXY is going to be on the farm in Marana. And Ohio is going to be playing the Clockwork in the offlane. On the side of Insidious Idol, we've got Sox playing the Timbersaw in the offlane. Ysera is going to be on that mid Kunkka. Insidious C is going to be playing the Visage. Neltharion is going to be on the Earthshake. Looks like he's going to be heading down to the bot lane and possibly just doing that and dropping a sentry in base. What? What are they dewarding? What are you dewarding in the base? I don't understand. But Lifesteal is going to be played by ILF2, aka Solus Christus.
seconds to battle.
So it looks like Earthshaker... No, he's put the sentry ward down the lane, so I was thinking he might be wanting to just block the line here and get some farm up for himself, but... Sorry about the typing. For those who are wondering about the quality, I'm really sorry. Normally I don't do the streaming. Normally Pimp Muckle does the streaming, but he's asleep because it's the middle of the night for him. So unfortunately, I'm forced to do the streaming, and my net is not very good. So I apologize. Please, I wish I could fix it, but I'm from Australia and the internet here is terrible. Anyway, so Earthshaker is going to be on the bot lane. I think he's going to be pulling it, but we can see immediately level 1 gank going to be coming out onto this Timbersaw. He hasn't picked up a skill yet, so he does have the Timber Chain potential to get away, but Woman Killer as well as Extinct are hiding in the jungle, well, not in the jungle, in the trees here. They're going to be spotted out. No, Extinct is just on the line here, and it looks like he's going to be going in for the sleep, but they might not be aware that the Earthshaker is kind of, well, they are aware now that the Earthshaker is kind of to lurking there. They will get the sleep off. Earthshaker is getting ready to put that stun. Stun coming out from the Sand King, but Sox, is he going to be able to make it away from this okay? He's stunned for a long time, and no, he's going to be going down. Bane getting the last hit for the first blood right there. So even with the Earthshaker there, he couldn't save the first blood attempt, and that's the really frustrating combo coming out from Titan with the Bane sleep, Sand King stun, the Marana arrow. I mean, so much damage from those, and just a potential for them to really... you know, just to win the teamfights there. Also, Miracle is allowed to play for Titan, but he's asleep. Anyway, looks like Neltharion is going to be the next one to fall in. Woman Killer going to be going in, following with the stun. Arrow landing onto Neltharion's head. Nothing much that Sox can really do. Neltharion will be going down now. Second kill going the way of Titan, and it might be in his best interest for Neltharion to just come up here and just start blocking the lane to get his farm up. But no, it looks like he's going to go to the top lane and help out Ohio, so not even bothering doing the traditional Earthshaker block on the bot lane. They just want to shut down Ohio if they can. I think that ward was planted because of a misclick. I don't know though. I don't know if that's like some new Singaporean meta or something. Anyway, the two supports will be rotating to the mid lane now. All they really need is an Astral Imprisonment onto the Kunkka, then they can follow up with a sleep. But no, it looks like Sox is going to be going for the bot rune, and he could be falling down now. They don't have Marana in range for an arrow, but he's going to be able to get a sleep off as he picks up the invisibility rune, so nothing too much happening on there. On top lane, Ohio in a little bit of trouble, but this Fissure Block does go off. Ohio's got nowhere to go. Looks like though he will be able to run away the other way. Chu's trying to get in range, but he's going to get the Grave Chill off, so maybe going to get the open wounds, but the casting range is so small and they're not able to get in front of him to get the block off. He's got the boots too, no boots up on the Lifestealer, so unable to keep up with him, and he will be able to make it away. Now mid lane, serial killer, stand-in and Woman Killer going on Ysera. I don't know how I got that so wrong. Ysera does have the Torrent up. He will be throwing the Torrent out. Might be landing onto Woman Killer, but it looks like he will be going down there. He buys a TP scroll and now scores 3-0 in favour of Titan. Support's doing a very good job of rotating around the world, around the map and getting those pickoffs that they need. Woman Killer might rotate back to base now, but he's very, very close to picking up those mana boots, which is going to be a really crucial early pickup for him. In mid lane, standing going to be throwing out a torrent, not landing. Sorry, standing, not going to be landing on the torrent. I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. I don't even know what I'm saying. Earthshaker Fissure not going to be landing, and Neltharion now will be just backed out for the moment. Bane on the bot lane going to be pulling. Marana's doing pretty nice on the farm, drawing even with the Lifestealer. Marana has gone for the Bazzi ring, so we could be seeing some pushes coming onto this bot lane.
Denied.
Sox is probably feeling a little bit scared to go forward. Without the Sand King there, he might not be going down, but Sand King is going into the mid lane yet again onto Ysera. Ysera decides that he maybe wants to man mode this, but he spots out the Sand King who's running down, and Ysera doesn't have boots up. 300 move speed versus 350. He is going to get stunned out. He could turn around and maybe kill off Sandin, but it looks like he's just going to accept his fate and be dying out there. Sox now camping the bot rune, but ooh, could he get taken down? Woman Killer does have enough for another stun. And it looks like Sox is going to get stunned out. They do manage to pop the... he timber chains... Ooh, dodges the arrow there with the timber chain away. And at the same time on top lane, they do actually take down Ohio, so I missed that kill. But still, putting them on the board, which is going to be very, very nice. 4-1 at the moment, going in favour of Titan. And the kill going the way of Visage, so that should be enough to get him up his boots, flying courier, and probably a set of wards very soon. So, quite handy for them there. Ultivera finds a DD rune and puts himself up ready to go and fight yet again. On top lane they want to go into Ohio again if they can get the opportunity to, but he is playing fairly defensive, just using the cogs as much as he can. To, you know, kind of keep them back, and Earthshaker has a very low mana pool, and you consider the farm on the Earthshaker versus the Sand King. I mean, you can kind of see now Tharian is having a lot of trouble, and Earthshaker is similar to a Sand King that he wants to get pickoffs. Oh man, Sox is playing very, very aggressively. They want to be able to get the sleep off into him, but no mana left onto this Bane. He hasn't got any sentries left, and sentries aren't clarities left, and they're probably waiting for a Sand King to pick up those mana boots, which he should be able to get just after this, and then the Genking's just going to be intensifying by Insidious. I mean, onto Insidious by Titan. Sox doesn't know what to do. KYX right now picking up the phase boots, so extra mobility onto him. You might follow this up with the Midas. Honestly, all I've been watching is kind of Pinoy's playing the Miranda, so I'm not too sure, you know, what exactly his skill build is going to be. If he's going to go for that Lincoln Sphere Midas build like we have been seeing mostly from the Pinoys, or if he's going to go for, you know, something like a straight into Manta, like does seem to be the style in other countries. Sox and Ysera though in the mid lane now. Sox just really can't catch a break. He's not getting any experience on this bot lane. I mean, it might be time for him to kind of, once this ward dies off, but to go hide around here just to get a little bit of experience, maybe biting his way through the trees or something like that. I mean, at the moment he's not on the bot lane when the lane is pushing in, so I mean, it's kind of a bit of time waste. He has enough money to afford a TP scroll, so maybe he should have been, you know, ready to TP down, but it looks like KYXY turning the Bazza ring on. They want to be able to get this tower down. They don't have a particularly, you know, potent pushing draft. Oh god. Sox in a lot of trouble. He is going to get subbed out now. Arrow is reared and ready to go. Arrow's going to be flying out right into Sox's head. Level 3 Arrow, no Woman Killer has got enough for a stun, and that's going to be another kill onto Sox. The warding coming out from Titan is so aggressive. I mean, look at they just want control of the bot lane essentially. I mean, look at the control they have around this area. This whole area is not safe. Really nowhere to go, and Sox is going to be coming back to this lane now, but mana boots up, so no mana problem is going to be occurring for this Mirana, who normally does have, you know, a couple of mana issues. She doesn't have anything to worry about. And Sox is the one who's really going to be in a lot of trouble. And Bane is coming around red again, going to be able to get that sleep off as he tries to timber chain away. Miranda will be throwing a long range arrow that's going to be huge damage. Sox already down to half health, and he's just going to be going down. Killing spree onto the Sand King, who's going to have up, I would say, around about a 10 to 15 minute blank take if stuff continues on this way. I mean, the Sand King is just doing so well. High net worth in the clockwork. The kill's really just working for him, I suppose. And the bot tower going to be going down, going the way of Mirana, so if she wants to pick up a Midas, she should be able to get it very, very soon. Ohio going to get spotted out. There are still 3 heroes top, but out of mana completely onto Neltharion, so unable to really get a fissure block. And it looks like they're going to go in yet again. Woman Killer's got those mana boots up, so Sox is probably going to get picked off one more time. They're giving him no quarter at all. Got enough for a nightmare, and in they go. Sox, you're in trouble. One more sleep. He tries to timber chain away, but no line for KYX to get the arrow, so Woman Killer's can do the next turn. Arrow now flying out, and Sox dominating streak onto Woman Killer as Sox falls down yet again. What is Sox's score at the moment? 0 to 4 to 0, 0 to 2 to 0 on Ysera, and things are not looking so good for Insidious Idol at this point. Titan are really just outplaying them on every single lane, honestly. I mean, even the top lane, Clockwork's still getting a little bit of farm. I mean, not heaps, but he's level 6 now, compared to Sox, who's what? Level 3. Lifesteal's actually gone for a Midas too, so that does mean that he's going to be very, I guess, farming oriented, not able to help out too much in team fights. At least for the moment. I mean, he needs to probably get up face boots at the start of a drama or an armlet before he can help out efficiently in team fights, especially when you consider KYXY. Has he gone for a Midas is the question? No, KYXY is going straight for a Lincoln. So KYXY, in terms of farm, he is pulling ahead of the the lifestealer, he will be falling behind, but of course I think Titan's aim is just to get as many towers down as possible. Make sure on bot lane they want to try and get a pick off onto someone, anyone. Extinct is going to be taking a lot of damage, but Mirana just uses her ultimate, and Extinct is going to be good to just walk away. And wow, I mean, they'd use the boat for that and everything. On top lane, actually, Insidious is going to get dropped down. Just stun followed up by Arrow. Chu is in a bit of trouble. They've got the whole creep over onto KYXY, but he doesn't really care, and neither does Womankiller. He's got another stun up as well as an epicenter. He will use the rage, so no stun coming out from Womankiller, but they're going to be diving him anyway. He's got nowhere to go. Stun will be landing onto him, and double kill into KYXY. At the same time, in mid lane, Sox is going to be going down yet again. 0-5 to 0. Score is 10-1, and GG is just going to get called out by Insidious Idol. They had a terrible start and they feel like they can't come back from it.
Radiant
so,
victory.
a 9-minute GG from Insidious Idol for this game. Things just, I don't know, not looking so good for them. Not normally what you expect from Insidious Idol, but everyone has their bad days, so, I mean, GG well played to both teams, I guess. Thanks to Steelseries for sponsoring this tournament. This was a 2-0 going the way of Titan. And yeah, I'll see you guys in